Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Dice Tower. I am Tom Vassell.
I'm Camilla.
I'm Joey Evans.
I'm working on this. So my brother is a preacher.
Oh.
And I was listening to one of his sermons, and I played it for my wife and said, hey, we sound very similar. And she says, yes, but he enunciates his words. And I felt attacked.
Wow. Did you say none taken?
I thought you were saying you were working on Joey's dance skills because he was. But that's what you were commenting on.
I'm trying to wake myself up.
Quite distracting.
Thanks,
What's your coffee smell
buddy.
like?
Blueberry.
I was going to
wanna
say blueberry. Nailed it.
Is it really blueberry?
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Ah.
I want to say thanks to some of our Kickstarter backers from last year. Thank you to BibleBoardGames.com. Thank you to Evan Diesel. Thank you to Brian Bailey and the Bailey 7. To Amanda Dagno. To April Burns from Minnesota. To Andrew Burnett. To Zachary Collins. To Ben and Mary Beth Boyd. And to Stephen Mill.
I'm trying to find where you are. Oh, I was way too
It'd
low.
be really good if he just made up names one week and just saw.
It's like an April Fool's joke type thing.
Right, yeah.
Just do. He couldn't do that. You couldn't make up 7 names on the spot.
We would be onto
could
it. He'd
you?
be like,
"There's no way."
nah, he
Fred
said them all right.
Walkenstein. Ethel Bernitude.
Okay.
What?
Okay. Realistic names.
Wow.
What?
No.
Wow, how rude.
Burnitude. It's like. Okay. And what was the other one?
Bill
Walkenstein?
Bauer.
Okay,
and
Bill Bauer was a good.
The Bauer clan.
Okay.
Wait, no. Now you're just copying.
Wait, did I read one?
Oh, it's the Bailey 7.
I know it's similar but different. That's how you cheat.
Oh, you're a cheater.
And he knows
Got
about cheating.
it. He
I do.
does.
Hey, folks, this is Welcome to Crowdsurfing. This is a show in which we take a look at various projects that are ending in the next 8 to 9 to 10 days on Kickstarter, Gamefound, and Backerkit. And we tell you our opinions on their pages and the things that we can see there, having not played these games.
We look at the innards.
No, we look at the outers.
We look at. Let's just drop both of
Let's
those.
just-
first.
Yeah, you opened that door.
Go to our sponsorship. I don't
That's
know.
right. All right, we're
That's
sponsored by
cool.
Gamefound. Let's talk about one of their games. Today we're taking a look at The Maniac from Escape Studio Games. This is a double hidden movement horror game for 1 to 6 survivors, and someone can be the maniac. So there's actually 3 different ways to play this. You can play solitaire, where you're going to play 2 or more of the survivors, and then the game is the maniac. Or you can play up to 6 survivors, but there's a chance one to use the maniac. Or you could just literally play as someone being the maniac. That seems like the kind of way I would want to play. Here are the different survivors. You can see each of them, and it will show you the picture of them as a normal person, and then them as the maniac, which doesn't seem very nice, but hey, you shouldn't have got them irritated. And you also can see there's the 3D terrain. Here's some extra people, the sheriff and Tommy. Tommy's a good guy. You know he's going to help you out. There's a flat game board that you can play on, and you can see there's standees and miniatures that you can jump in between. The maniac is secretly moving around the house, hunting everybody else down. And then here is, of course, the 3D terrain and the 3D tower. And, of course, lots of extra goodies that you can get, along with some add-ons for some more survivor/maniacs. So all this is available right now on Gamefound. You can even see here. You can download the rulebook if you want to do it, and a comic book if you want to read some more about the story and the lore behind Maniac. All right.
Got quiet.
Let's take a look at our first project here.
No.
Oh, wait, just a heads up, folks. There's no weird projects this week, but we'll have them back next week. If you have a weird, strange... I haven't got a really terrible project in a long time. If you find one, send it to Tom at dicetower.com. Anyway, here we go. Reef and Ruins, Wicked and Wise Deluxe with a new expansion. So another roll and write, but it's a crunchy yet approachable.
There's a huge missed opportunity on this to put that otter front and center on the box cover.
Oh.
It is so prominent in the video. It is so adorable, and I am sold based on that alone.
I love it.
And they could have had me without
Well,
watching
you're
the
gonna be upset.
video.
So I went to the aquarium in Thailand, and I bought 5 stuffed animals for my children, including an otter. I took them home. I let them all pick which one they wanted, and the leftover one got sent to my granddaughter. and she's getting the otter because none of them wanted otter. They all thought penguins were cooler than otters.
Oh. So if you didn't have a granddaughter, I would have gotten an otter stuffed animal.
Wow.
You were not on the list.
That's weird.
Target on her back.
I want to be in the war room for this. Like, hey, guys, I'm doing this 3-headed Hydra axolotl. Anything else? What about an otter?
They're like,
That is like-
otter cell.
okay.
Yep.
But this has 3 sheets, but it
Yeah.
doesn't look that complex.
I liked that.
You know,
I like that it's a little bit different where you roll the dice and everyone's using that same pool. Usually it's like whoever's turn it is, they take one away, then everyone's forced to. I like that everyone has the same information. It reminds me like one of my favorites of Welcome To, where it's like, here are your 3 options, use them the best you can, and whoever uses it best wins in the end. I like that it's not it's just nice. It's refreshing that it's not as limiting, you know.
It is, and Weird Giraffe, I like a lot of their stuff too. They're a fine library, a couple other ones, but their artwork's nice. So I'm interested in trying this.
It just feels like it's a different game from a different company, but that's not a bad thing. I'm just trying to figure out where I've seen this before. Anyway, I'm just glad it's not print and play.
Oh, but there's a free print and play option, like for free. I can get it and not pay for it and not print it.
Does that keep you? Does that keep you from backing it?
Do you have it then?
I already downloaded it.
Do you print it here because we have colored
Well, yeah,
ink
it's free
here?
ink here.
Yeah, right.
That's the way it works.
You
Yes,
can
it's
print
free.
for free.
It's free.
Does that keep you from backing it though if it offers a free print and play option?
I wondered that because normally they do like a low color one or whatever. But this looks like it's a full thing.
It's also, but they are custom dice too.
Yeah.
So you'd have to go through and like number your D10s, and it has what, a D10, a D6, and a
I don't know where I'm supposed to be looking here.
D13.
What's in the box? Here we
So
go.
true.
3 6-sided.
Oh, am I thinking
Yeah.
a later project?
So
Probably
D6s,
are, but it is an
D6s
otter
are,
meeple.
are
But it
fairly
has otter
normal.
meeple. Yeah, the otter meeple you cannot print and play.
Okay.
You can. All right.
All right, yeah, I'm thinking a later project that has. Oh, I know what I'm thinking. Yes, no, not this one. Yeah, so I wonder.
Into the Dark Dungeon Silver Mine. This is solo, cooperative, or competitive dungeon crawl. Blah, 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 blah.
There's a lot that is now like doing this whole like dungeon in a box, a tin. What do you guys think about the randomly generated? Because it really can get swingy very quick.
It's randomly generated.
It gets
It is.
really
It's like,
swingy.
I mean,
It makes,
know.
the more I looked at this, the more I got sad, I think, because I was like, I don't want my dungeon crawler reduced to cubes.
Oh.
You know, I wanted like more
Yeah.
immersion, more. And so it's like, I think the first couple were very exciting, very like, oh, this is great and it's portable and this and that. But at this point, I'm just like, no, I just want the full experience. It's like a really good, rich experience boiled down too much, I feel like, for me. Like, I'm going to miss the theme.
and this one has like a lot of table presence too. Like all the bad guys have all of their different health and all. There's a big table.
Is this the same one from the other guys?
Right.
No, it's different.
You shouldn't lie to me, though. Look at this. 1 of 30 hulls, endless possibilities.
Endless.
Look, I don't know a lot
Endless.
about dungeons, but 30 cards is not endless.
Oh.
Okay?
No, but-
I actually could tell you when the end is almost there at card 29.
It's a very one deck dungeon too. I do like how they said, "Hey, there's no AR art in this." I'm like, we believe you. You know, it's like
No one was arguing that point.
it's like okay.
It's fine. It just feels like, what's the other one's called?
We're about to review it.
Yeah, I know.
It's gonna come to me
Dungeon
like
in a tin, Doom in a box.
Oh, that
neither
one.
of those.
Close, right? Yeah, no. So I think this is interesting. I still like the idea for those little portable moments, but you asked what we thought about this trend, and I think it's leaving me a little like, okay, I'm good with the ones we have. You know,
Right.
There's
Give me a
Gloomhaven
full
buttons
game.
and bugs, which is more involved than this is.
It is. Man, it's gonna kill me what the name of that thing is. That
Okay,
dungeon.
well, will you
Yeah,
think
you're
about
stuck.
that?
Now listen
Okay,
now.
move on.
dungeon.
I'm going to look at trading card storage system, 3D printable, that looks like a book that eats your hand.
Okay, you'll be proud of me. I did not back this because I have.
Yes, I'm proud that you
'Cause you
didn't
don't-
smoke a cigarette today. Or what else do you want me to
Wow. Yeah. Well, this one it's an STL, but also I don't know how well these hold up in like portability because as 3D prints, maybe
say?
this is
They
way
melt in cars. I know that.
They really
Well,
do.
down here they do. Yeah, yeah. I've got a couple that are messed up now from leaving them in the car on my last move. Left them in the car during the day, and the plastic
really?
got too hot in the car.
That's same thing. I printed those like sunglass holders, and now my sunglasses are always held
Oh,
from here.
it's a permanent accessory.
It is.
Time for a new car.
Oakleys?
Oh, I don't.
What?
They're like Dollar Tree sunglasses.
He doesn't buy Oakleys.
Like, come
Look
on.
at the shirt he's wearing.
Ooh, ouch.
Yeah, it kind of hurts.
That was target. That was. He
None
found,
taken.
Found the line.
Sort of, I actually don't hate the way this looks.
Could you imagine putting your CCGs in this, being so proud, and then keep it in your Florida trunk, and all of your CCGs?
Not only do you mess up the print, you mess up all your games. Yeah.
Oh.
We should leave them in your car. They would be valuable, and I'm of the opinion you don't leave valuable stuff in your car.
No, I agree. That's
Yeah. Do you lock your car?
No,
Yes.
because
No?
I'll tell you
I don't
why.
either.
Because I don't want someone breaking a window
There it is.
to get something that's not in the
That's
car.
what I say. I keep my car clean. I keep the doors open so they can go in
I
and look and be
keep my
like, "There's
stuff
nothing
in
in
there.
here." Why?
Your car's full of junk.
it. Really is.
Is there anything in
But
there?
at least it's
Dill pickle
protected.
cashews. Oh yeah. I mean, these always look great, but
Do they?
It's a little
lot-
too
Okay.
colorful, I think, actually.
Well, that's easy though. That's what filament color you put in.
that's true.
It also looks 3D
Or-
printed. I would almost rather than pay for the molds, and I would just buy these.
Yep. I agree.
I agree.
All right.
I agreed first.
Harvest Fall Festival and Golden Edition. So Harvest was a pretty popular reprint from Keymaster, where they took a nice small game and somehow made it gigantic.
As you should.
As you should. It's also the kind of game that has quite a bit of stuff in it, and I didn't sit there thinking, hey, I need more.
You did or did not?
I
Think
did
that?
not think that.
Okay,
This is a surprise to me. I guess maybe it's another way for them to get Harvest out.
That's
right.
Let me
it
see
is
how
a
many people
reprint.
bought.
Is it not
Mansion
available
is
now?
1,800.
Harvest.
I don't know. Nowadays, it's hard for me to tell if something's available only through another Kickstarter. But here's the thing. Only 24 people backed the expansion. I mean, the base game.
Wait, that's
Oh, so it really is targeting for people wanting the expansion then, because
Well,
it
there's
is
401 people buying everything.
because it is a bigger expansion. I mean, if they wanted just a reprint, it could have been like, oh, and a little micro expansion. Like they didn't have to develop a
Right.
full expansion, which they did. So I assume that it's. Oh, what'd you think, Tom?
Keymaster games tend to be top-notch, and this is no exception. That's true. From the rulebook to the pieces, I think it's fantastic.
Is that true?
I believe, well, I mean, it's a quote, but I believe I was talking about the component quality at that point, which is true.
Oh dear.
their component quality is really good.
It
Keymaster.
really is.
That's
I love this art. This is very
very-
golden book. you know?
Yes.
So golden book and yeah.
wow, Golden Book. That
Yeah.
was a deep cut.
Thanks. Right. Nice pull.
Wow.
I
how I
don't
do
think
it.
this game needs an expansion. Oh, there's pie. I'm back in.
Oh wait.
And just like that.
Ooh, which ones are there?
All right, I got pumpkin,
Mike,
blueberry,
get it.
strawberry,
Blueberry.
pecan, and sugar cream.
Sugar cream.
Is that a
What is
thing?
sugar
What
cream?
is that?
Is that shoe fly?
I don't think.
Don't bother me.
No, I do like shoe fly though. Will you go ahead? Yeah, he doesn't know what it is. Just ignore him.
No, it's a
he's-
song. Shoe fly, don't bother me. Shoe fly, don't bother me.
I don't know. Google it real quick. I think that's worth a search
I agree.
and a taste test.
Oh man, that's a risky Google.
Well, I guess that's not my pick of the week.
Sugar cream pie is a custard pie made with a simple filling of cream, sugar,
Yep.
and cornstarch or flour. So far, it's told me nothing new.
Right. So it's
Every pie sounds disgusting when you list the ingredients.
not pecan.
Are you kidding? Let me tell you about it. Was it a chocolate mousse pie?
Moose.
Dumbest joke ever.
You did hand it to him though.
I
To be
did,
fair.
and that is on me.
He said, "Here you
All
go."
right. Anyway, so this looks cool, and there's pie. Okay.
I like that.
Moving on. Super Fantasy Brawl Reborn. So I'm sticking these pre-orders that
Okay.
CMON is doing in here because it's literally the same thing as them running a Gamefound project. There's like no difference other than there's not a timeline.
Well, I think
And
there's no stretch goals, right?
Yeah, but they don't always do stretch goals anyway.
That's true. But I mean, like, that's the big difference between going this route is there are exclusives to the pre-order, but you're not going to get a whole second box of content, worth of content,
I guess.
right? But other than that, I think you're right. I'm not saying you shouldn't put them in. I'm not arguing. We're on the same team here.
I
No,
mean, well,
I don't
good.
think you should put them in.
Good. Secret spy for shut up and sit down. No, this is a weird one. So Super Fantasy Brawl was one of the last delivered games from Mythic Games before they decided to start stealing people's money.
Which was honestly more lucrative.
It just did so much better for them.
I can understand
Not terrible.
the whole shift in strategy.
Super Fantasy Brawl is a 3-on-3. At least the base game was a 3-on-3. You had 3 characters fighting 3 other characters. with a deck of cards, and I found it to be fine with some pretty amazing miniatures. So I don't know how much of the gameplay they've changed, but I will say they grabbed 2 pretty strong IPs here. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is in a lot of games now.
Yeah.
But Mortal Kombat...
Wait, did I miss that? That Mortal Kombat, is it real or is it like a generic
Oh,
Mortal
I missed
Kombat?
Mortal Kombat. I definitely thought it was generic.
You know
Okay, well,
fighters
I don't
fighting,
know. Now I
but I
wonder if
don't-
Mortal Kombat's in here, but they definitely announced it in the...
Oh,
When I
in
was
that,
at the
in that
convention.
secret
You about to announce it
convention
right
you
here?
went to? Wow.
No, they announced it publicly. There's hundreds of people there.
Was it behind glass?
No, here it
and
is.
you had to be invited
No,
to
wait,
see it?
that's Lethal Fate.
okay. You did not hear anything. Stare into
right.
here.
Yeah. Back to Turtles.
Yeah, it's just turtles. That's what you said.
No, maybe Mortal Kombat is coming. They definitely announced it at a public event.
Publicly?
Okay. Yes.
Oh.
Probably.
Ooh, so I really like the Ninja Turtles. That's exciting.
Yeah,
Throwing you a bone.
Okay, so this
Take
right
it.
here, though, at first I'm like, okay, looks very similar to Unmatched and like Hoplomachus type thing to Battler. But I guess it's like there are the challenges and all that stuff with this, so it seems different. I've never played the original.
See, they call it. Where did I see somewhere? They called it a MOBA. It is not a MOBA.
Oh,
Really?
okay.
You have 3. A MOBA's a game where you control a couple main characters, and then people keep running. Your minions just keep running towards the opponents. Thanks. And this one, we
We
just
hear
have
him
3.
typing, so we all pause
We just
and wait.
there are 3.
It's like, what does Z have to
Hold
say in
on.
the chat?
It's
Comment
just 3
incoming.
people against 3, but there's these giant pillars, and you want to be next to the pillars, and you get bonuses, and you get points for being next to them.
Like capture the flag type of
Yeah.
thing. Okay.
And you have a deck of cards that is made up of the different characters you pick, so it's kind of a shuffle deck thing. I'm hoping, like I said, they streamlined it a bit. I found it to be a little slower than I would have liked.
For like a battle game, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's-
Huh.
They're not using any of the, like, look down here, they have some previews, but they're not using any of the reviews of the original game. They might be just wanting to expunge the word mythic.
Right. I would say that
that's
is
true.
the thing. They're
That's-
trying to set
checks
their
out.
own name on it. So
So how much does it cost?
and sell their own so people don't go.
$110 to get the game and all the turtle stuff. That's pretty good with the minis. And it's
just
CMON
turtles, and they look good.
minis. All right.
Good.
I want that.
Holiday Hijinks Master Detective Collection. So this was a pleasant surprise for me to find.
here.
Yeah. Guess what, Joey?
You backed it?
No, you
She
can
already
print
owns like
these.
7 of them.
Yeah, I already own most of them. You can print these.
Can you?
Yeah, on their website, you can go and buy a printable one.
Oh.
I wouldn't do that.
I could print them at work for you.
Because you'd have to print
I-
it and then like be like, putting them together without looking at them.
I did it. I did it when I was playing a lot of these on Zoom, but I did it because I wanted the PDF files so that I could cut them up and actually show the card instead of like holding it up to my camera. I just shared screen. And so
Oh, okay.
I liked that. They're good for virtual that way.
Did you see the meta game they include in it? They did keep talking about it because
that
I
one?
looked for something new, and I guess they have some sort of new.
No, they
What?
added some new ones here, right?
The Leprechaun, I
These
haven't
3
seen.
are new,
yeah,
right?
I haven't seen. And
Leprechaun
I'm excited about
Larceny.
a follow-up Christmas one.
The Krampus Caper.
That's so exciting. Because the Christmas one, the Christmas Kringle,
That was
about
a
the
hard
case of the
one.
missing. What? Have you not played it?
Yes, I
Have you?
have.
You failed?
I took. No.
My problem with the Christmas one is it
liked it.
required a little bit of knowledge of Christmas.
It did.
Which sounds dumb, but an escape room should not require you to have outside knowledge.
Right, it should not. Right. All the answers. There's one specifically that I was trying not to use outside knowledge on, so therefore I never got to the answer. So when I used it, I was teaching a group of.
I Googled it in 2 seconds because I don't care.
I was teaching a group of teenagers online, and I ended up doing this. And so I ended up telling them when they came to that puzzle, I was like, hey, guys.
It just made me have more questions.
What?
Do you teaching teenagers online?
Yes. I was teaching like an online religion course.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And the Christmas caper.
I don't know. We were doing a fun activity. You know what? These are really fun. I like them. And
right.
Tom's right. Joey's shirt is cheap.
Whoa. I didn't say that.
You implied
anyway,
it.
these are very small escape room games. I've played a couple. Camilla's played almost all of them.
She really has. She's like been the advocate for these, and
I
they're
like 'em.
they're very cute. I like
Yeah.
them. I liked all the ones I played. They're hard. Maybe it's just me.
The Dungeon Raider. The
The Dungenerator. The Dungenerator.
Dungenerator.
I just got that. That's pretty good.
It took me a while to read that.
That's the first time I realized it. Wow, I looked at this project a lot. The Dungener. Oh, well done. Got to change my pick of the week. That's clever.
So this is another small little dungeon thing with dice and cards that were printed in 1970.
Oh, yeah.
This looks like a passion project.
It is. But did you see how but this is even better. It ups the ante here.
You just scroll to look at a joke. Go ahead.
No.
tell the joke.
I will make sure this is the one. It's not just random dungeon. It's random stories in this. So it's like, seems like a Mad Lib style like generator thing, which I'm like, I don't know. That sounds.
Wait, this says Dine Dungeon can fit in your pocket, but it can also fill a table of any size. I accept that challenge. There's no way.
Size.
Oh, I think you could buy more than one deck, I think is what they're saying.
Oh, fine. But I could cover the world with that.
It's true.
This one, I don't like the look of it.
You don't like that
You
type
don't
of grunge
like-
look?
That's 70s.
Well, it's that inking technique, right? I like it a lot. I really like that art style. The heavy inking. I don't know what it's called.
So you prefer the other one, which is just like really just plain.
No.
Or this one.
I prefer neither, actually.
Okay.
I don't think that was a choice I gave.
I'm sorry.
Back to the choice you were
Sorry,
given.
Dad. What
Yeah.
was I want to
No,
eat
no.
for dinner? Candy, please.
That's okay. Yeah.
All right. Psycho Killer, the expansions.
This is a
And
journey.
I saw that. I was like, when did we play Psycho Killer at all? But
I know.
I don't think we have we?
I don't remember even talking about this one.
No. Are we quoted? Why are you bringing?
No, I'm just saying
Oh,
that.
okay, gotcha.
They made it seem like this is something I should know about. I thought,
Yes.
Right.
this is Nightmare Street.
Yep.
That's
What
where
is
you
it?
have elms.
Wonder what it's based on.
Nightmares. Crime time.
Right. Oh, it's the purge type stuff.
This
Okay.
one, looking at this, I wanted
It
it
looks
to
like
be.
a cake I want to eat.
I would. That's really. I'd eat any cake.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. No, I say this is. I wanted there to be more of a game
Yes.
here. By the time I end up looking at, because I did have to search for like how to play the original. I felt like that was a little too buried. You
Right.
know, it didn't jump out. But when I found it, I was watching. I was like, oh, I was really disappointed by that point. That it's just randomly drawing cards and hoping you don't get the weapons or you don't get hit. It just seemed really random.
It
you
did.
know?
Did you see the drinking? There's like one that's just a drinking game.
Oh, I didn't.
I was
see the
like,
drinking
Bloody
game. No, I didn't
Mary,
make that
it's a
far.
drinking game. I thought, oh, it just acts like a drinking game. No, it really is just a drinking game.
I
Really?
do like how the cassette tapes look, and I think we can say this is probably the best cassette tape
Oh.
game that I've ever
Oh.
seen.
By far.
Yeah, is that what you mean? Like at this point in your life, right now,
At this point,
this is the
where I'm
best
at.
one you've
Oh,
seen.
yeah.
Okay, got
yeah.
it.
I can't imagine anything topping this.
Okay. Avatar, Journey of Aang. So this is a larger Avatar game that's doing really well, actually, from Bad Crow Games. So if you don't know much about Avatar, then you don't have children, because kids love this show. And adults like it, too.
I actually just watched this recently and really liked the show.
It was surprisingly deep
Yeah.
for a show, right?
It was.
There's a lot of story in there.
Have you seen it?
I haven't. My son watched it. Well, he moved on really quickly from it. Like he watched half of it or so. Just didn't really grip him.
Yeah, this kid is the last airbender.
Oh,
Right,
I
which
get
is
it.
Why that's what it's
Oh,
called.
okay.
They
I
like
see- I see
killed
now.
the rest or something to that
Oh
effect.
dear.
It's based on a movie by M. Night Shyamalan. Which I'd say I'd watch the original first and then go back and watch the cartoon.
There's actually a live action show, which is somewhat divisive. I thought it was fine. Anyhow, this is most of the games based on Avatar have either been collectible card games, or I think there was the op one where I think we just got that one. We have it still. That's based on Thanos Rising.
Oh,
Yes.
Is there
Fire
another one of those?
Nation Rising or something.
Something
Yeah,
like that. Yeah. Yeah.
But this one looks like a much bigger game.
it is. It's got a big appa, which I like that.
I don't know a lot about this company here, though.
No,
Like, this is the map of the world. They showed us occasionally in the show. Because when ships are going across the water. It looks interesting, but they talk... Ooh, I do want that.
right?
The Appa figure.
Tootie- Tootie
that.
Nappa?
I want the Appa thing.
Yeah, I do too. That's
Do
I
you
just wanna
ride
fly
it?
around
Is
in
that
them
like a
and
basket
chase
to
kids
ride
like
in?
never-ending story. The bullies from my childhood, they're like in their 50s now. They're like, "Ah, remember me?"
This
I give them a heart attack.
This one I think is just a bunch of challenges, and you upgrade your dice and stuff.
Those dice look cool though, right?
They
Dice
do.
look
I do
really
like custom
good.
dice. They look really good. I love upgrading. As you go and like building up your character. I really like that mechanism. I just have no connection to it. It seems like it's a theme first, which I'm a fan of. Like I'm not putting that down. It's just not one that I bring much to the table on.
No, if you go back up and look at the square cards, well, I guess there they are again. That is one I wish was a bit, even when you're watching the how to play, it's so subtle. Those corners, it's like, okay, that's going to be annoying. Because you shift them as you level up and stuff. There's little numbers in the corner.
Right.
And it's really hard to, I don't know. I feel like it's going to be a
I
struggle.
really, a game I really love has that same mechanism, whereas you like power it down, and
Right.
each side gets weaker, so you see it counts down on the sides it's on, right? And so I really like that mechanism, but I do agree as I was watching the how to play and he was doing them together and like the symbols also didn't quite line up. So I don't know, that's hold on, there might be more happening on that side that I'm not understanding, and I hope so, because otherwise it looked a little sloppy.
Right. That's where I was too.
When did they say anywhere like here on when they plan to deliver this? Because
I don't know how to find that on Gamefound.
you're right, because usually you click on the reward.
Yeah.
October 25. So
Okay, a year. Okay. All right.
I think my kids would like this. They really like Avatar.
It's not a bad price.
No, well, it's doing very well. So this is Bad Crow Games. What else have they done? Company of Heroes. What an odd jump over there.
Ooh, Grim Coven. Wait, is that Tainted Grail?
Yes, it is.
Those are not the same company.
It's
All
not.
right. Here's the biggest project by a week, and it's not even close.
Wow.
How do you print money? Make another root expansion.
Right.
That's even easier than the Mythic people stealing this stuff.
I don't know. They should
You
try
get-
it.
People get less mad at them.
No, I agree. I agree.
How many
This is more repeatable.
is one of the levels the base game too? Because I'd be interested to know how many people are getting base game. How many people are using this as a jump on point?
250.
All right, let's see. They have the Homeland expansion, 16,000 backers.
Okay, well there's
Build your
answer.
own bundle. The all-in is 11,000, but that is a lot of stuff. So there is,
11,000?
sorry,
But it comes with, like,
1,100,
silver
sorry.
minis.
700 as opposed to 16,000 on the just expansion.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. So
Wow.
it's not. So it's not a jump on point. That is people just.
they definitely
for,
people who found. They have the
Yeah,
Riverfolk,
for
the
sure.
Underworld, the Marauder,
Wow.
and the Homeland. That's 4 expansions already. I'm not counting all these little packs. So I think there's 4 big expansions. So this would be the 4th then, which they still have 4 mainline expansions, which adds what, 2 more factions,
And there's no big box in this, right?
and they're all not yet.
treasure trove.
They're all asymmetrical, which
Everdale.
blows
Yeah.
my mind that they
That's
keep
crazy.
coming up with yet another asymmetrical thing that somehow works with every faction that's already in the game.
Right, that's really hard to do without bringing like new mechanisms, and then you have to worry about backwards compatibility. If all of a sudden one has items or something, and then the others feel like, oh, I don't have that cool thing. So it just, I think that is really impressive.
This is neat. I'm surprised, honestly, that they're doing this and not some sort of thing with Arcs, considering how hot Arcs is right now. I figured we'd see another expansion for Arcs come out this year.
Oh, you're gonna see like there's a crossover. Like, oh shoot, I should have announced that. It's a Root Arcs crossover where they get in ships, and take tricks.
Taking trips and getting trips.
No, I think one thing Leader does though is they take their time on these expansions.
Yeah.
So yes, Arcs is hot, but
Ooh.
I don't think we've seen them
Right.
jumping on it as quick, like trying to capitalize on that. They seem to be a little more methodical
and
about
play.
their expansion material and development.
Keep going. There's a print and play. You just passed right by it.
Yeah, I know. I did.
I'm sure. I assume you both have played this.
I've not.
I haven't either.
Of
I've tried
Root?
to for 3 years.
Oh, no, I played Root. I have only
yeah.
played one of the expansions, though.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Have you played all the base factions?
Yes.
Oh, really? Okay.
My favorite faction is still the original faction, the cats, the evil
Really?
cats who like suppress everyone else.
Cool.
It's a against type
thing for me.
Oh yeah, it's like what? Way to role play, Tom.
Do you think? I've heard that this is a lot easier to jump on via the app.
Yes.
Do you think
I
so?
have heard
The
the
app
app
is
is
great.
great. Yeah.
Okay.
The app's a great way. It teaches you how to play each faction.
Maybe I'll try that.
In
Maybe
fact,
I
if I was going to play Root again, I would quick go play the app because I'd be like, I forgot how to play
Oh,
everything.
really?
Yes.
Maybe
Because
I
they
can
play so differently.
steal Z's iPad.
Because like the one faction is just one vagabond walking around from things. The other faction is the birds who program cards. Then there's the cats who just control everything, and then the woodland creatures fighting against them.
What do the
Jerks.
otters do?
That's an expansion, I think. I don't,
There really are otters?
no, I don't know. I'm assuming there is river folk. Aren't otters part of that?
Yes.
Yes. Are they giant and adorable?
This was
Okay, I lied. This is the biggest. Is this the biggest thing of the week?
All right.
1.83. I lied.
Oh my god.
Okay. Okay, so this was great because it's like I like alternate history stuff. It's alternate history World War One. I'm like, that's cool. It's like, are there other countries involved? No. They opened the gates of hell.
Yeah, I love it.
It's like very
what if?
alternate history. It's like, okay, yeah, that's
So if you're wondering why this is making so much money, this is a miniatures game over a board game, and people. I mean, as soon as this picture right here, Z's out.
Yeah.
He's shuddering in the corner, and this actually makes me annoyed too. It's like, come on, there's got to be a better way to be able to do this at this point.
not like an
like-
actual carpenter's tool.
I feel like, yeah, you should be able to have like a laser at this point and like put a side, be like, boops, and it tell you how far it is,
Oh, I've got one.
you know?
No, I don't have one of those.
I'm trying to figure out though, why is this making so much money
The
when it
design-
seems like it's out the gate?
The designers, there's like, I guess one of the designers helped design Warhammer 6 or something, which
Yeah.
I guess was a while ago. It's like around 40,000 now or whatever.
No, we're on 8.
But,
It's called weirdo. Where does it tell you about the?
I believed you.
Thank you. They are.
I don't know.
Where's the designer? Oh, this guy,
Yeah.
Toolmas. He's the creator of Mordheim and Warhammer. Well, Mordheim's pretty good actually.
Is it a
And Warhammer
miniature game?
6. Mordheim is like Warhammer, but skirmish, single figures.
Oh, so
Oh, interesting.
they cannot get married in that game.
I did really appreciate, as someone who doesn't play,
Single figures. All right, go ahead.
oof. I really appreciated, though, as someone who's not played Warhammer, reading this and being able to get an idea of how to play. I was really impressed with that it's not expecting all this knowledge because it is such a huge game. I mean, and this is appealing to that audience, but it's still being incorporating those of us, me, who has no idea. It's like, hey, pretty easy. On your turn, you do this and you roll these dice. You have advantage if you're in this situation, disadvantage here. You might get some tokens that mitigate that as well. It just really seemed to break it down in a digestible way.
Yeah.
To where I could understand enough of it to then get back to this product and see where I stood on it.
But it's expensive. You're paying for a game here, not like this here Warband Digital. You're getting the book and the digital files for a Warband, and that costs $67.
Yeah.
And then
Well, for the digital?
yes, for digital.
Oh my goodness.
You already backed it, right?
I did.
And the physical though is $85, and again, that's for a single Warband, and that's not enough to play the game. You're going to need 2 of them to play against
Yeah.
someone else. So you're looking at $170 jumping. Oh, maybe there's a cheaper 2. Nope, they go to the Beast.
Wow.
And this is again digital. That's $400 for a digital pledge, and 500 people did it.
Wow. Digital pledge meaning you the
The
STLs, I see.
and the book. Oh no, the book is physical.
But again, for miniature game players, this is a lifestyle. This is their game. I mean, that's me buying 5 games, 6 games.
I agree, but
I buy 25, 30 games. They buy 1. So
It's just that
really,
I found
they're
that
on the better
miniatures people
side.
usually get in the games by someone saying, "Hey, play this," and they play it. They're like, "I will now buy everything."
Yeah.
Right? This is people buying on spec to get into. I mean, that's a lot of money to throw down. To be fair, people do it for board games too. So I don't know what I'm talking
No,
about.
I agree. I mean, it's not. I don't think it's a very opening, like a
Wait,
welcoming
what's an
price
888?
point.
Is that
but-
like a close neighbor of the Beast? I know they have a 666. And there's an 888 pledge. That's physical and all the miniatures. So if you want everything,
Yeah.
it's $888.
So that's the all-in.
Yeah.
That comes.
Did you back it?
No.
Okay. Let's go back to board games.
That's impressive, though.
High Noon Against the Clock. This is from High Noon Games because of course. Wasn't High Noon originally published by Van Ryder? Am I thinking of a different game? No, I'm thinking of Saloon
Tycoon.
Not Saloon Tycoon. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Out then.
So this is another kind of miniature-esque game.
No. Yes.
What do you mean, no?
Well-
it's literally showing miniatures there shooting
it's a
at each
map,
other.
I just know how
Yeah.
disappointed I was when I'm like, okay, they're gonna go. It's like, and then you each show a card, and you're like, oh, 4 and a 3. Oh, 4 minus 3 is 1. I hit you for 1. And I'm like, that just made me really sad.
Especially when they describe it as chess meets poker.
Yeah, you were
And
loving
I was
that
like,
part.
oh my gosh, I had to watch the video 3 times
She
to get
walked
past
away.
that. I was like, I just need to, all right, let me try it again. I
Chess
was like, all of a
meets
sudden I
poker.
need a bathroom
She was-
break. All right, let me try a third time. Yeah, I was,
She was the live SpongeBob meme. I'm gonna head out.
yeah, I was like, I'm super
Yeah,
out
unfortunately,
of this
this
project.
one, I love Western, and I want there to be an easy, quick Western game. They're usually
Yes.
more complex than they need to be, and this does not seem to be it.
No,
Seems to be easy, but doesn't seem to be very well thought out.
the 3D buildings were neat, but
All right. Ultimate Voyage, the final quest of the Treasure Fleet. So don't go on this one because you ain't coming back. It says, like, sign up to come on the final voyage. I'd be like, well.
don't tell us at the beginning.
This project caught me off guard. It's not one that I knew anything about.
No.
And we talk about the journey a lot of times that we go through on these projects. This one was a very pleasant journey. I really like the way it breaks it down to, it seems like a very simple game when you lay out what you can do, but the complexity is going to be in chaining those actions together and taking the right ones at the right time. So no, this one I was very, very pleased and pleasantly surprised by.
I also think it looks great.
I
It has
really
a unique
like it.
art style.
Yeah.
The graphic design looks good.
Yep.
The game looks fun. It looks almost like an Uchipakawa. I forget the name of that company. The one who made the one Mike loves their games. These wooden ships
Yeah.
with screen printing. Oh, and look at this.
And you're building,
that
the
tower. That makes
tower
me
there.
very
That looks
happy.
really
Yeah.
cool. I like that.
It seems all the different paths to victory. I mean, like you can.
Yeah.
It seems almost sandbox, not 4X, but like you can sail, combat, trade,
Right.
and then build that little tower thing. And it's just,
Right.
you know, I like the different in-game triggers too. Seems interesting.
These are your. Oh, this is the one I was thinking of earlier when I said the 3 dice.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was getting all confused. But yeah, you do one of these actions. These are the dice, and you respond to them, and then you do one of the actions at the strength of one of these dice out here. And again, it's about comboing those together, and knowing when to take advantage of what action at what strength and stuff in order to be the most successful.
I don't
was
know why this
charmed
isn't
by
doing
this.
better.
I don't either, because the more I looked at it, I was like, I'm really liking this. It just kept pulling me
Yeah.
back to it.
All right. We showed this off a bit ago. This is Dwarven Forge Dungeons Reforged. And, man, I love this.
It looks so
Terrain.
cool.
So pretty.
The biggest problem with this terrain is the price, right? Now, you can save some money by painting it yourself, but unless you're somebody who really wants to do what I would consider to be, I'm assuming if you're a painter, this is kind of drudgery painting because you're doing the same thing for, 100 tiles.
I like it. I think it's really quickly rewarding. You paint it, you wash it, you brush it, you're done. So it's like instantly you see it come to life. Oh, I want a little bit. I'm getting tired of this. Fine, let me use this other. Let me use green. Maybe put a little moss over here, and you dry brush some green. I think it's really quick. It's quick and easy painting. I find terrain to be very quickly satisfying.
The Dwarvenite stuff is sort of like the same material. It feels like a heavy rubber. I don't know how to explain
really?
Oh,
it.
so it's not hard plastic.
No, you can bend it if you push hard enough, but it's no.
I mean, it's true of most things, but
Well, that's true. But you cannot break them. The original,
challenge.
the original
Okay.
Kickstarter for this, the guy threw him out his window, drove over him with a truck,
Oh,
and
that was this. I almost hit you. I didn't.
it's happened before.
Yeah, I remember that
Not on
video. That was
camera.
really cool.
And I backed
with
it on
proof.
the spot. I was like,
Yes.
done.
Wait, you have it?
I have an entire, those big
Yeah.
plastic bits? I have an entire one full of it that weighs, no joke, probably 100 pounds.
Why have you not sent us down a dungeon in D&D?
It's coming.
It's a lot of work to put it out on the table. It is, because you go down the hallway. Hang on.
You know what?
Build.
It's a lot of work to build my character, but I made it happen.
Well,
So You know, she's pretty awesome. Don't remember what she is, but I'll
cool.
read up again before next one.
Before we get asked 100 times in the comments, yes, the RPG is coming back. Give us some more time, okay?
I think that we should start a petition. If we get 4 signatures on this petition, will you use the terrain?
This is
3 right here.
So if
That's
you
what
look
I'm
here,
saying. I'll sign
if you
twice.
look here at this getting started with dungeons, this is basically the stuff I have. I don't have any of this fancy
That's good.
things, but I have this sort of stuff to make the dungeon.
So cool though.
I'll accept it.
I backed the first one. I backed the second one. The third one, I was like, this is really getting expensive. Okay, I'll wait till space comes. And they still haven't done. I don't think they've done space yet. If they did, I missed. But they're like, this is like the 10th one now, and I can't catch up.
So,
But look at the rewards. If you go to, so here's the paint it. This is $379 for that, and I'm not arguing that it's not worth it. That's a lot of money to throw.
It is.
Did you get the painted?
I did.
And is this
Let me see the difference for the unpainted. I'm not even seeing the unpainteds on here. Can you get unpainteds?
It did. It talked about it.
Like everything is showing painted here.
I think it's a downgrade you can
Because
choose.
this specifically says painted there, which means you have to be able to get unpainted.
Here we go. Reward bundles unpainted.
Okay.
So that triple one that costs it's like $100 less.
Wow.
It's not that much more to get them painted
Really
because
isn't.
again I think they're slot
Yeah.
painting them to some degree.
Oh, I think to a high degree, but yes. That's not a slight on them. It's what you do.
You
on
also
terrain.
might get it later. Here's the thing about this terrain is if it wasn't painted, I would not use it. This
But if
big
it was
lumpy-
painted, which it is, you will use it. I just want to make sure I
let
understand.
my
I
son-
need very clear.
My son uses it to build. I played a game with Z one time in Descent. We set up the terrain. This was about almost a decade
What?
ago.
That's why he's quiet over there because he got to play with it.
It's the 10 years ago. He's forgotten.
That's true. All right, so is it also backwards compatible because you have that season 1 or whatever it was? If you get a couple pieces of this, can you?
I'm sure it's all the
incorporate it?
same size.
Okay. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
I feel like I'm being told to back this,
Okay.
I think you should.
but it's not going to come till whenever.
It's like a week.
A week.
Oh, they have LED walls too.
What?
Yeah, they do.
That's really cool.
Okay,
Get
moving
a
on.
GoPro.
Umami Friends, the card game. So you want to be an umami master?
It did look cute until I saw it was CCG, and it's very cute. So my daughter would love it.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna invest my life into
I
it.
really like the idea of it. You play out these ingredients, and then you have to have the ingredients right to make the super, umami. So I like the idea of it and the mechanisms behind it. But
You keep
yeah, I'm with you. What?
umami. Is that like a thing that I didn't know about, or is it made up for this? The word umami.
No, it's a word. It's a thing.
It's like
think-
before this.
Yeah, you can Google it later. It's okay.
I'm gonna Google that.
Okay.
Air.
Safe.
Yeah,
search.
it's fine. All right, moving on.
Umami.
Mutagen. This is what you put on all your cereal.
Mutagen.
Every morning, a spoonful of Mutagen.
What?
Is
Keeps
that Mucilin?
you regular.
Am I mixing stuff? Anyway, a customizable worker placement game set in a biopunk universe. That's a lot of keywords here, and this guy
Biopunk.
is
I do
either
like all
fighting
those
tentacles or he is tentacles.
It's a lot.
He's
to
a
unpack.
mutagen. Are you, wait, no. He has him. He's a mutagen. He is mutating.
He's also an umami.
Oh my gosh. Joey.
Anyway, the game
gonna
looks
make
good.
you.
This
Looks
is
really
from
good.
Dronda Games. Now, their other stuff, what else have they done? Because
I remember looking, but
Oh,
they
yeah,
just did the
Nevoria.
Explorers of Nevoria.
I didn't know that. Oh, I'm so excited about this.
Ooh, Pioneer Rails didn't. Is he
Oh, they
play
also
that?
made
I think I
that
like
Yes,
one.
wonderful
that is a-
version of Isle of Trains.
That's a good. They're coming off
We have
some.
Solar Sphere here,
good
I think. Did you play that one
products.
too?
I did not.
Oh. Yeah, this looks. I like the fact that first of all, I like.
Is this Miko artwork?
Yes.
I love worker placement, but I also like when it matters the worker you send there.
Yes.
It
Yes,
changes.
I like that a lot.
And then you upgrade the workers when they're there. And you put like little gloves on them or whatever. It's just
Yep.
I don't know. I like all of that variability.
Yep.
I
I like
really
that
like
kind
that.
of building up to your asymmetry, and then you have worker spots, because you have this mutation, so now you have a worker spot, which is going to be unique, and I really like that. I liked the look of this before I saw that it was, is it Dranda? Is that how you say it? I liked the look of this before I saw that, and now seeing the games they're coming off of, this is exciting.
And it's
Wait, is that guy wearing stuff on his arms?
yeah.
yes, you put stuff
Yes! That's only in the
no.
Kickstarter, though. You have to back it to get it. Also, I think you have to back it for 2. They won't let you
do.
get 1 copy.
Hey, stay up. That's
weird.
no, that was early birds. 3 now.
All right.
But David Turchi and Who's
Johnny Pack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
So anyway, it looks really good.
All right, speaking of high-profile designers, Half Truth Second Guess is Ken Jennings and Richard Garfield.
Which you played what?
We played the first party game. It says the sequel. It honestly looks like it's the same game, except now, hold on, it's teams.
That's insane. How's that possible?
So what this is, we mentioned this before, where there are 6, 2020 video game releases, and they show you these 6 games, and you say, well, which of those were actually 2020? You can pick 1, 2, or 3, but you have to get them all right, or you don't get any points. So you might pick one you know for sure. I actually don't know any of those.
No, I wouldn't either.
I've heard of Among Us and
Cyberpunk. I know, but did it? No, I know what they all are. I don't know what year they came out in.
No, I'm not going to
Among
guess
Us
now
was
because this is the worst when
close.
we can all make a guess and no one knows. the
Yeah,
answer.
right.
So
This looks good.
here's my thinking on this one and why it's doing fine. It's 1,200 backers, 45,000.
Right.
And they've put a decent amount of money into this. This is they've made professional TV ads to advertise this.
They've got Ken
and talk about
Jennings.
it. I'm assuming that party games just aren't really the purview of Kickstarter.
I think so.
I know.
I agree.
I'd just be like, well, this is cool on Kickstarter and all. I'll wait till it comes out.
Yeah.
That's really where I am with a party game.
I feel like a party game is just that. It's a, hey, I'm having a party. I'm at Target anyway. Let me go down
Right.
and grab one. Something like that. This isn't something you back. Like, this is the party game I've been looking forward to. As well as on Kickstarter, or a party game specifically on Kickstarter, you see nothing but parts of your other games that you already like, and so it just feels like, it's similar enough. I'll just wait.
Yeah,
So I could see it doing well retail, but not right now. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, I agree. There's something I'd pick up at Target or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, here it shows the back. So if you have an incorrect answer, you don't get anything. But if you have a correct answer, the teams with correct answers are going to move and stuff. This probably works better with teams.
Probably. Oh, it's so much less
that's
stress
so.
on you.
Especially if Ken Jennings shows up in a puff of smoke and moderates it
I would
for you.
walk right out of the room.
He hates Ken Jennings.
Oh,
He's
I
jealous
didn't pick up
Since
on
the
that.
incident.
of his success as an entertainer.
I know. How does he have the time to do this?
All right, let me talk here. Overpower
Yes, this is
CCG.
you. Take it away.
So this
That guy
actually,
has so many muscle striations. It is insane. That's
yeah,
like
I looked at that picture
wow.
for a bit and I thought, is that real? Like are
a real picture? What are you asking?
Not that real. Like, are they adding muscles that aren't part of a normal human
Guy's
body
got
to
like
that?
a 14 pack. Look, it's like, that's just,
So Overpower originally came out was Marvel Overpower. Came out in '95, the original game, and it's a collectible card game that until this year was my favorite collectible card game. And I really, really like it. It has some bidding and wagering and fighting, and it was broken. And then they released a couple expansions, and then they released DC Overpower
officially or no?
officially,
Okay.
which was weird because
You've got
DC
some
Overpower
unofficial.
was. I don't.
Oh, no, you don't.
DC Overpower was very underpowered comparatively. Like Superman was weaker than most of the Marvel characters because DC got their hands mixed in and they wanted the set to be balanced in of itself and not compared to. So then they came out with Image Overpower and they overcorrected and made those people way too powerful.
Oh wow, what a mess.
So anyhow, they in each set they made a smaller print run. It's super expensive to get now. So people have been playing it unofficially, and they've even been making and printing unofficial cards that sometimes people buy in their
wow.
private lives. And there's a lot of these cards out there, and so some of these people decide to bring the game back. Now they don't have the Marvel license, but they're doing. I know that they're in process and working on getting licenses, but for now they're basically doing mythical stuff. Think along the lines of what's that movie with Sean Connery and the submarine and Leave Extraordinary
Hunt for
Gentlemen.
October.
That's a very good answer, but wrong. League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. I'm not loving the artwork they're using.
Really?
No, I'm not saying it's bad, but it's slightly exploitative.
I thought
Too many muscles.
I thought that they were bringing back
the
artwork
men.
from the 90s. I thought that they were trying to like pay homage to it and be like, hey, make it look like modern 90s art, but still have that 90s feel. So I'm not a fan of the art, but that's about the only thing I can speak to on this game is the art. It's just not one that I don't love the look of this.
I agree. I don't like the look, especially with the females involved. But I'll tell you what, I do love
I like
this.
that Anubis.
I love this game. So I tried to teach you once, and you
What
fell
is he-
asleep.
I liked it. I was going to say, see, I actually really liked the game. I like this artwork, unlike you. But I think one thing I do like how they're not doing CCG turns me off, of course. But also they try not to overpower the cards, so the rare cards are just variants of cards that exist.
So
I like that.
I had an hour discussion with the guy who's making the game.
Yeah.
And that was one thing he pointed out, and I really liked it. So the way the game works is you have a hero, and then that hero uses these power cards, and there's 4 types. It's, I don't know the exact names, but it's strength, energy, fighting, and intelligence, right? Mm-hmm. And so you can use these power cards, you're back and forth battling, but then you have special cards which are amazing, and each character has like amazing cards. Like when Human Torch, he had a card that he just blows up and kills everything. But those cards were super rare, so you not only get the character who might be rare, you have to get that card, and it was a pain. All the cards that are like that are uncommons in this. The only thing that are rares are like alternate art and other things. Oh. I'm a huge fan of that.
I like that. That's cool.
Because that lets me play the game.
Right.
Or
and if you still want to collect it, go for it. And I'll gladly, every time I get one of those rare cards, trade it to you for the cards I don't have yet.
That's a good...
Yeah, that's... Yeah.
Now, I do worry, this is like every CCG, 254,000 for 500 people.
That is...
That means people are backing this for huge amounts of money.
The big ones.
Yes.
But they have a business plan. They plan to go to stores afterwards.
Okay.
I hope it does well. It's also backward compatible, so I'm cool. I'm going to get it all.
Did the guy start drawing him and then be like, I want to add one here too? And then just keep adding. It's like,
you think that's 2 men combined? Their 6-packs are merged?
I mean, did no one walk up and go, I think you're done here. Move on to the next one. He's like, no, just one more. It's like a jar of spaghetti just fell on him. It's just... Oh,
I love that. I think it was Mike Heller's comment that it was like AI art prompt. You know, like it was like
Mike
AI
says,
art
why do I get
prompt.
the feeling I'll be playing this early in the morning at a Dice Tower Easter retreat? Maybe.
That's...
All right. Ministry of Lost Things, Lint Condition, a Puzzletale.
That's pretty clever.
There it is. Draw a man with muscles that have their own muscles. That was it. I couldn't remember how he said it. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's...
What happens to your missing socks? What happens to all your missing stuff? You find it. Here's how you find something you're missing. Look for something else that's missing.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Or move.
It's always in the last place you look.
Yeah, you move and you pull that couch out and you're like, are you kidding me?
Oh, my goodness. I love that. It's like Christmas. I find so much stuff in
You don't get mad that you already replaced all that stuff?
Oh, I have so many remotes that TVs don't have anymore. It's insane.
How many TVs are you buying?
I don't know.
How many
if you lose a remote, what else can you do?
You don't buy a
You
TV.
get a new TV.
You get a, yeah.
It's the same price for a new TV. All right, this looks like that Hunt a Killer style of game, right?
It's that murder mystery box or that box,
Yes.
you know, kind of escape room, single playthrough kind of
Yeah,
play
but this
thing,
is
right?
way more appealing to me as a theme. Mm-hmm. I don't need to read about someone getting shredded on their front lawn every time.
I mean, I'm not opposed to that, but I think that this is very unique. Yes.
Thank you. Thanks for clarifying.
I mean, I'm not, you know, but no, I think this is it toes a really good line of being funny and relatable. Like, it's real because it's relatable, but it's also over the top and funny. You know, it walks that line really well, and I think it's a cute theme.
So these are the same people who made the Morrison Game Factory, which is the best escape room game I played this year. Because,
wow.
Because this game made me almost shed a tear in the story of it.
Happy? Sad?
Regret? Sad, but then happy. But
spoiler.
It has emotional manipulation in it?
It's hard to explain. It really does. It's a really... I can't explain without... The Morrison Game Factory is like a thing that comes with a bunch of game pieces. That's why I bought it, because it came with like pawns and cards and things like that. But it has an online story, and we were talking and following the story, and we're like...
Next thing you know, you're sobbing in the corner.
I wasn't sobbing. I said a tear.
So it's well written.
I thought it was... It's cool. But I can't go into more without spoiling any of it. I just really enjoyed it.
That's real. Oh, that's
There's
cool.
also Mortal
Good to know,
Kombat.
Too.
It's not a spoiler. They announced it at the con, you weirdo. So I actually might get this based on
That's cool.
how much I like the last one. I didn't realize it was the same company. All right. 2 more. Earth 2053 Tipping Point Cooperative Survival Board Game.
This one, okay, the whole tipping thing. Did you ever play that Gravity Warfare where you balance everything on a...
I played Topple, though, where it's the 4, right?
Nope,
We just played an abstract. No, you didn't play that one where the things went back and forth.
I wasn't allowed.
Here's the thing about this one. it's such an unnecessary gimmick.
If
There's 8 gray on one side and 6 on the green side, I'm not sitting there going, I wonder which side is winning.
No, I mean, so do you have to place them a specific? Does placement matter? Because it will matter if it's the outside or the inside ones, right? So does placement matter depending on which goal you failed or met?
That might be true, but it looks like they're starting on the outside. Again, they're showing it here: 8 pollution discs and 6 green. It's pointing down in the pollution. I'm like, no kidding.
Yeah.
Okay, I will say Viking Seesaw taught me that I know nothing about physics when it comes to this. You know, so I mean...
To this specifically?
I mean, the whole seesaw, little, like, that type of thing.
Got it.
I don't know.
Seesaw
This
physics.
seems like I could probably wrap my head around it.
Camille, if you look, before they add the 2 pieces, those 2 gray ones are on the inside, those 2 green are on the outside. So this should be more weighted down.
Well, I think this one's animated.
Right. Stupid.
I think that may kind of be the...
I understand
Yes,
that.
I
They're
do-
still demoing the game.
I do wonder. I do think it is gimmicky, but I also don't think it's the whole game is based on that. You know, it's not about...
Right.
So it is more about having the influence out there to complete the objectives and making sure that you're balanced on your tableau as well and working together to complete those objectives.
And
Yeah,
right.
this is interesting, but to me it was a see in person one. I didn't get a real good
Right.
feel from it without watching a lot of long videos, and that's my least favorite way to learn about games.
And finally, I made you a mixtape, a game by Mike Delisio and Dinhers. So,
Mike Dan and Delicio Hughes created this one.
Punk is dad.
That is funny.
I got to say right off the bat, obviously, if you're just for some reason this is the first Dice Tower video you've ever watched, Mike Delisio works for the Dice Tower, and so you have to take that into consideration. We talk about his games, but the person that they hired to do graphic design in this game is so on point.
Oh, it's fantastic.
The cards in this game with the tape on them, it's just incredible. I don't know what it is. I really like how these cards look.
Well, it's so great because you can tell there's information on them. There's a good balance between design and functionality. You know, they're bright, they're vibrant, they're fitting the theme, but the information is also clearly on there. It doesn't, from what I've seen on here, it looks like there's one of 3 places that the tape lines up, and it's always going to line up. It's going to be very clear. It's not going to be like, is that, well, if I bump the table, it's no longer lined up. It seems very clear and functional.
Right. It's,
you know.
And the parody song
that.
names are great.
Oh, I think that's a lot of fun.
And while
Just kidding,
everyone
it's like
here
really
at Dice Tower
song
likes
names.
music, Mike likes music the most.
Yes, for sure.
He really does and knows a lot about music. And so I don't know. I've not played the game. I don't know particularly how it plays comparative to, you know, like, is the theme a strong theme or is it put on top of, you know, a simple card game? But I don't care. I think it's just it's a neat little game.
I like the I split you choose. I love the mechanic anyway.
So
You know?
I do not really like I split you choose. It
Really?
super stresses me out, and to the point
She
that
doesn't
I
like
just
to share.
no, I don't. I just stress out
I
because then I
split,
have to
I
like,
choose.
what do I want? What do you want? Let me come back. So if I do this, now who gets better? Like it's that is one of the top AP moments for me in games is anytime I have to do I split you choose. But I feel like this one is really approachable in making it only 3 cards. You know, and then you're also getting some from what's passed to you as well. And so I found that to be very approachable, I guess is kind of the word that I'm looking for, is to someone who doesn't like this. I was like, oh, that's it? I think I could handle that. And it only being part of the puzzle, because then the next puzzle is you going back to your board and, okay, fine, this is what I was dealt then. How do I make this work?
Right.
So I think this looks really good.
And approachable, like 30, 40 minutes, I think.
Can we use this picture somewhere else?
Oh, it's already on the website.
Is
How
it?
did I miss
No,
it?
which that would be great, wouldn't it?
Oh my gosh, I missed that.
Look how little he is.
Oh, what about that shirt,
Look
Mike?
at that smile. What about that shirt, Mike?
On the other hand, you can tell Dan was a cranky old man
Yeah.
at the fresh age of 17 or whatever old he was there.
And actually, Dan is the one in the back that's peeking his head over the shoulder. That's the only known picture of it.
Well, Dan is actually the lesser known half of the Dan and Core crew who
That's
designed Core Quest. Dan didn't really do anything, but
Or it would have been called Dan Quest.
you're right. I mean, seriously.
That t-shirt was
Who's the
fire.
dad? Can you imagine if I'm sorry, kid, but it's my name.
It's my name. My name's going in the box.
Anyway, that looks cool. And those are the projects of the week. Let's talk now about picks of the week, and we'll start with someone else.
Hey everybody, Z Garcia here, and my pick of the week this time is going to go to Mutagen. This one is from a company I've been really enjoying lately. It's the same people who did Pioneer Rails, who did Explorers of Navoria, and this one seems to be a really cool worker placement game with the workers behaving differently, right? So you're putting out somebody and they go somewhere and they get what everybody else gets, but if it's this kind of worker, they get something different above and beyond that. And then if they mutate, they get something else instead. So it's these levels of uniqueness to the different characters. I really enjoy the look of it. I like what's going on in it. I love the weird biopunk or whatever they're calling it in it. The whole thing seems like a fairly small package with a nice amount of moving parts on top of that. So that's my pick of the week, Mutagen.
No, Mike did not do a pick of the week because I guess he didn't want to feel conflicted on putting his own game on.
Oh.
Mike's very honorable that way.
All right.
Put Mike's pick of the week on this game. We'll pick for him. Oh, boy. Oh, you don't know?
Oh, gotta find the button.
There. Yeah, that's it.
Hey, here we go.
That's a good pick, Mike.
It is.
Later on, so we'll be like, I cannot believe Mike picked his own game.
Oh, yeah, right.
We should have actually put that one old picture in the middle of his little emblem
And
right
this
there.
can still happen in the future.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
going to happen.
I think so.
All right, what's your pick?
Actually, Mutagen, the same thing that Z chose. I just think this looks good. Again, worker placement with different workers getting different benefits and being able to upgrade them. It's like a little gimmicky, that little sleeve or whatever you put on. But it's neat. I think it's very cool, and it's got some good pedigree behind it. I think this looks really good. Good price point. I'm surprised it's not doing better, to be honest.
I was almost swayed over to this one because I didn't realize the projects that it was coming off Navoria and the Pioneer Rails, and also I'm a big fan of Johnny Pack as well, the look. So I was almost swayed to this one, but I'm going to go with my first pick, which is actually the first game we looked at, the Reef.
Really?
I know. Oh, you guys are that show?
Wow.
Wait, are you kidding right now? I can't
No,
tell you're
because there was
shocked.
two other. I thought you were gonna pick Mutagen, and then if you didn't pick that one, I thought you were gonna pick the other one that was like that small one that we said looked really good, but didn't have a lot of backers.
Did I already forget about it? Oh no! Oh, you're talking about
the Ultimate Voyage one.
Yeah, the Voyage one.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was this was a hard week for me because of that. But this one, I definitely went through my roll and write phase and then feel like I kind of got burnt out by them. And now I've been itching again
back?
for I'm back. I want a good roll and write, but I feel like I want more meaty roll and writes, but I don't want to go all the way up into like Hadrian's Wall. And I think this might be a good little entry point. So yeah, this one is really exciting to me. I like it where everybody has the same information and your goal is to use it the best, and you're going out and you're building up in your own way. So I think this looks good.
All right, we'll go back Mike's game, but my pick of the week is going to be Overpower because I love this game and I'm glad it's come back. It's not 20 years old. It's 30 years old, right? 95. Whew.
Oh, wow. That's hard to hear, but yes.
I was playing that in college. I spent a lot of money on Overpower back in the day and now. But I have
time
almost
to start
everything.
over.
I have almost every card for Overpower. I'm missing a few. There's like a Superman and Batman foil card I don't have because they're like hundreds of dollars. But I have almost all the characters from the original.
This would have been my pick of the week if it was a Marvel Champion style. If I could just buy the game and play it, because I like this game a lot, but I hate chasing cards. That is just a huge.
You certainly play a lot of Star Wars Unlimited.
Oh, because you buy it and other people buy it. I love playing it, but I'm too much of a completionist. This would break me.
That's hard.
Yeah, if you have an addiction problem, you shouldn't be playing CCGs.
I agree.
No, I'm serious. Like, it doesn't bother. I don't need to own everything. You obviously do.
I do. Except for like Spaghetti Man up here. But
Okay, I'm going to move off this picture because you can't get over it.
I can't get over it.
It's sad. All right. That, ladies and gentlemen, is it for another Crowdsurfing. We will see you back here tomorrow morning for Smorgasbord. And then tomorrow afternoon, we're going back in time, 10 years. We're doing our top 10 games from 2014. Which of those games have held up? And oh my word, was 2014 10 years ago? Yes, indeed it was.
Was it a hard list for you to make?
No.
Overpower, and overpower.
I just meant like to scale down more. Like, was it a good year in general? Was it hard to come up with?
No, but I mean, it's easy for me to pick. Year lists are usually the easiest ones to do because I just know which games I like the most of
Got
those.
it. You've had time to kind of marinate on
But
them.
10 years,
Enough.
actually.
Wow.
I don't know what just happened there. I just shut down for a second.
Whoa.
Anyhow, jet lag is coming.
Woo,
Anyway,
it's here.
thanks so much for watching. Until next time, I'm Tom,
I'm Camilla.
I'm Joey.
and that's Z.
Moved over there.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us for that video. If you haven't yet, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hey, make sure you check out what's happening, where I'll cover an app on an iOS or a Switch device, and you can check it out along with me. Thanks very much. You've been watching The Dice Tower.